Hello, everyone. I want to share what I did for my 50th birthday. I decided to spend the whole day on my own. I went to I think it's called I'm going to butcher the pronunciation, a hammam. It's a Moroccan spa, a hammam. I want to call it Hamanan or like Hamanasana, like a yoga pose, but it's not. It's spelled Hammam. You go in and they have all these really cool things that you can do. They've got like a steam room, a sauna. They have like a regular room temperature water. It's not a hot tub, right? But it's like a nice pool, small. They have all these showers. Then they have a separate room where you can get treatments, right? And this was really cool. I decided to get a full body mud clay all over my body wrap, and then they wash you off. Oh, and then they do this scrub, like it's a Dead Sea kind of scrub. It's like this, I don't know, whatever. You scrub the thing, they put the clay, you sit in it, they wash you off. Then I got a massage. Now, I have not had a massage in a very long time because, voila, I was experiencing eczema and I had a journey, so I just didn't let anybody touch my skin, right? So this was a celebration of loving my body, loving on my body, letting my body just feel that rejuvenation. And it was just everything. It was like a rebirth. It was like, I'm gonna go into the steam room and now I'm gonna go. I didn't do the sauna. I'm not a big fan of sauna and I didn't want all that heat. And so then there's like a quiet room, and then they have a restaurant where you can get traditional Moroccan food, which I didn't get, which I think I want to go back and get. Anyways, I spent like 3 hours there. I mean, it was amazing. I fell asleep, And here's the other interesting thing. I thought I was fully prepared because it was all women. I was fully prepared to go nude. I was like, I'm not ashamed, right? I feel really proud of my body. And everybody they were wearing bathing suits. I'm like, this is Paris. Like, why are we shy, right? So I went topless. I just had bottoms on. But I was surprised to see all the bathing suits. I was like, ladies, come on. I mean, on my birthday, I should be in my birthday suit, right? Right? Anyway, so I loved it, but I didn't get done until 3 or something. So then I had a late lunch. Then, oh my gosh, they had right out of the oven these chocolate chip, white chocolate cookie things and I was like, I have to have it, right? I think I had like 3 desserts on my birthday, which, I mean, it's my birthday. That's what you should do. Later on that evening, I decided to see this amazing live dance performance. It was incredible. It was on the outskirts of Paris, which I had never been to before. So on my birthday, I usually like to celebrate by doing something I've never done before or having some sort of new experience, right? And so this was a part of this project called the Paris Dance Project. And it was kind of like a big deal. I think Natalie Portman's ex-husband, who's French, he like founded it or something. He choreographed it. He was actually there at the end when they all bowed. But it was like a 2.5 hours. I remember watching it and I had this like beautiful feeling come over me. I just felt so lucky. I was like, of all the places to be at 50, I somehow made it here. I somehow carved this life for myself where I get to be so free to do whatever the hell I want, to pamper myself, to eat delicious food, multiple desserts in the greatest city of Paris, and I get to see this live like art right in front of me for free. And then the next night, June 7th, they had this whole beautiful evening called Nuit Blanche, which was a whole celebration of contemporary art. And then in a few weeks, they're going to be celebrating summer solstice, which is the longest day of the year, where the sun doesn't set until freaking 11 p.m. here. And it's all live music all throughout Paris, really all throughout France. It is so much fun. It is so much fun to be here in the summer. Paris is just giving in the summer. Okay, so I had an amazing birthday. I walked from the Marais all the way back to where I am, which is quite far. I watched the sunset. I just felt complete. I had an amazing birthday. I did exactly what I wanted to do. The next day, my mother calls me. My mother calls me, and I'm going to do the mother voice, even though she doesn't sound like this, but I'm going to share with you what she says. So, what'd you do for your birthday? And I told her all this stuff, and I'm really excited, and I'm telling her like I'm telling you, like very enthusiastic, and it was great. Da, 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 da. She's like, so you didn't go out with your friends? I was like, no, I actually spent the day on my own. So your friends didn't take you out? No, I spent the day on my own. Oh, so nobody took you out? Your friends didn't take you out? Where are your friends? You know, it's like she keeps repeating the same question over and over and over again, as if I'm gonna give her a different answer, you know? And this is a pattern, right? This is my whole life, kind of how she, it's like she's acting like she can't hear what I'm saying, but she can hear what I'm saying. It's just not what she wants to hear, right? So in the past, it used to trigger me all the time. Like I was so frustrated because I felt like she wasn't listening. I felt like whatever I was doing wasn't what she thinks I should be doing, so therefore it's wrong. So I felt judged and etc., etc. But I'm a 50-year-old woman, and I have been doing this inner work for quite some time. So I just sort of laughed at her, at this reaction that felt very, very, familiar. It felt like I was like beamed up, and all of a sudden I was looking down and witnessing something that I've witnessed my whole life. So it just felt like very out of body. So I hung up the phone and I just kind of laughed. And then I thought to myself, you know, I understand from her perspective, because she's not me. She doesn't have the same soul. She's not built like me architecturally, belief-wise, all the stuff. She has no capacity to fully understand what it takes and how little it takes for me to be happy, to feel fulfilled. I get so much fulfillment through so many things that to her, spending your birthday alone sounds to her like the worst thing in the world, because she is so different and really thrives off of being with people and needing that validation and all that stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? I get it. But I guess what I'm trying to come to terms with, and what I'm trying to convey in this video, is that it finally feels really fucking good to be who I am without feeling like I have to justify it or prove anything or over explain anything. Like that whole, I don't give a fuck kind of attitude, I really do think that happens like as you age. And then to add on to that, there's this whole idea, and I've talked about this in another video, which you can check out, around romantic partnership, and how it always felt to me, and specifically in my family circle, and even the extended family, that because I was without a partner, I should feel sad. I should feel bad. I should feel like, and it was such a conditioned response to feel bad about being who I am, that now that I'm out of that, and now that I've really fully just feel so good being authentically me, and stepped away and thought, oh wow, it was conditioning that told me to feel bad about it. It's not actually how I feel. I actually feel amazing. I enjoy the fuck out of my company. Like, I enjoy my time on my own. I find, especially on birthdays, like, to have all these people around, it almost feels like it's too much. Like, you have to be kind of performative, because I would feel like if I'm talking to this person's not being, like, I would just, it's too much. I like to be self-reflective. I like to walk around, especially a city like Paris, and just feel the feelings of being so lucky, to feel the feelings of deep gratitude and appreciation for, like, I got myself here, and God, that feels so good. And so I'm saying this because it feels like for the first time maybe for the first time ever, I just feel really good being me. And I don't have to, I don't feel sad or ashamed or just any of that stuff that I was so, God, I just was carrying that weight, that burden of like, oh, I'm I should be here at this age, or I should have this, and I should, like, no. No. I'm going to go watch a dance performance. I'm going to eat delicious food. I'm going to have as many desserts as I want. I have done so much excavating of all of that shit and programming and just mind fuckery, really, that it's like, you can't touch this. Like, even this one thing that used to drive me bananas now is funny, because I don't care. I really don't care. And I look back, because I remember thinking about women when I would hear when they were turning 50 or above or whatever, and they were never married and didn't have kids. And I remember feeling like, oh, that's sad. And I feel bad, because that wasn't authentic to me. It was just something I took on. I took on that, oh, I should feel sad, that everybody has this thing that's so amazing and I don't, and that's the prize and I don't, so I should feel bad. When reality is like, I can do whatever the hell I want. I literally, it's just, the bottom line is, nobody is you, and nobody knows what it feels like for you to walk in your shoes and have your experiences. So who's gonna tell you that what you're experiencing and the way you choose to live is wrong or bad, or you should feel ashamed, or why don't you have this because I have it and you? No. Like, can we stop doing that? Can we stop doing that? Because I sure as hell, I'm done. I literally, it's like, I think when you do as much inner work as I have done and continue to, you start to really see how pretty much so many ways the way you used to think was so about other people. It wasn't even authentic. It really wasn't even authentic. So to become who you really truly are is to strip away, to unravel so many layers of conditioning. And thank God I left, and I live in Paris, and thank God I got off of social media. Like, I just keep thinking, how do you even know if you're having an original thought? Because we're so heavily influenced. And I get it, right? It's hard to break free, but I just want to celebrate the fact how good it feels to just realize all of this. It's like huge awakening. It's like, I think part of the reason I wanted to spend it alone was I've learned that, you circle, everything is a pattern in life, right? And it's like, where I used to feel sad maybe in the past, like, oh, it's a birthday and I don't have my partner, I don't have the, all that bullshit. It's like so refreshing and liberating to like go, no, like, this is amazing. Like, I get to do whatever the hell I want. And and feel so free. And all that other bullshit chatter, gone. And so this is what I know for sure. When you start to circle back around to something and you feel so free, you will always get that final test, right? Like the universe is like, okay, we're gonna let mom try to poke you in the ways that she used to. And I'm just like, poke away, poke away. There's nothing you can touch. Nothing out there can fuck with what I've instilled in here. And really what has always been there, it's just I had to leave my way. It's like the Michelangelo who saw the David. He saw it before he chiseled it, right? It was just a big thing of clay, and he saw the David in all of that. And so you chisel. Really, our whole lives is about chiseling away all the garbage and getting to the beautiful, gorgeous, authentic you. So with that, I'm going to end this video and say, let me know in the comments if you resonate, and take care, everyone.